am just a no-name, I hail from Indianapolis. Mama worked in Georgia because of the racist capitalist. Forces to the east, I was dressing with the bacon bits. Syrup sandwich Monday, sloppy Joe Tuesday, Wednesday another hamburger helper dish. I can't wait for Friday so I can get some fried fish. Saturday, barbecue, macaroni.
What's going on, everybody? Heavy here with more heavy thoughts. Shout out to BGS IBMOR. If you have not subscribed to his channel, please go subscribe to his channel. Very smart guy, very insightful, knows a lot about a lot of things, and I love listening to his channel, especially when he has a lot of black brothers on there. Just take a listen to what they had to say, and I'll provide some commentary. Again, if you have not subscribed to BGS's channel, please go subscribe. And again, I'm here, because I want to help black males, black men, black boys, because I want to help the community, and I believe helping black men will help the black community. So let's check out BGS and the brothers on his panel.
And let's assume that Dr. Umar don't know what's going on, but he does, but I'll throw him in there too. The issue that you have, Philly Spies, is y'all don't really believe that black women want to keep the power over the BS that they got going on. Y'all just see them as autonomous. You really think that black men can John Henry themselves into black women getting right? You don't think they like being in control of the current black community? That's the problem. You think that they will give up the steering wheel of the Ferrari if we would just put them in a diamond encrusted passenger seat, and it's not true. That's what you have a problem accepting. And I'll pause right there. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, last up.
I think Mr. Z makes a great point right there, because if you listen to the talking points of many black women on the internet, they consistently say, that black men need to step up, black men need to go to therapy, black men need to make more money, black men got to get it together. So they want us to John Henry or consistently work harder and harder, and that will get black women to finally accept the black men in front of them. But I don't think that's the case. I think that a lot of them, since they do not pay attention to politics and economics, many of them, that it's hard for them to understand what is really going on. Nah, I'm lying. Just like they're saying they know what's going on. They like a lot of the chaos. They like being in power positions over black men because the power is intoxicating, and it's a similar power dynamic that was the genesis of the black community here in America, which was the plantation. A lot of black women could do things that black men just could not do. This is not to say that slavery was a walk in the park for black women. That's not what we're saying, or what I am saying. What I'm saying is every situation has a power dynamic. And if we're talking about groups of people, within that group will be varying degrees of power that each person yields. And on the plantation, since the master could have his way with females, black females on the plantation, black females many times was afforded privileges that black men just were not afforded. Because she's also a black female, things was done to her at a higher rate than were done to black men. And I'm talking about rape. But needless to say, they enjoyed the power that they had on the plantation. And I think today many black women enjoy the power they have over the community and enjoy crapping on black men because they can stand on that pile of crap and be higher than us in their minds, because the statistics, the data, financial reports do not show that black women are outpacing men, black men in many areas But they are outpacing black men in high school graduation, college entrance, and college graduation. But as far as making more money than black men in business, that's not true. Black men still outpace black women when it comes to running businesses and revenue and profit. But Mr. Z is on point that many people overlook the fact that a lot of black women enjoy the power they have over black men, which is afforded to them because of their gender.
Last thing I'm going to say is, personally, I think they're going to be absorbed in the next 2 generations. That's just me looking at stats. Even if you look at it, careers, again, they're in a lot of soft stuff. The white women, the Asian women, they're all in STEM. Not all of them, but a large percentage of them are in STEM. And those who are even in STEM, making 6 figures, a large percentage of them are married today. And I know a lot of them personally who are like 20 to 24 who are in that category and are married. So, you know, it is what it is. As far as I'm concerned, it's over for them.
They found their husbands. All those women found their husbands in undergrad, at the grad school, or like at senior year when they were like about to jump into grad school. I've seen that happen 1,000 times, man.
Yeah, it's with other cultures, that's normal. It's not normal with black women in this country.
Now, they're on point with this. It is very uncommon for black parents to socialize their daughters to look for husbands at any point in time until they're in their late 30s and 40s. In college, from my experience, the majority of the black females were not looking for husbands. That wasn't even a talking point. So they're on point, and I think that's something that we need to look at as a community. That's, to me, that's why I'm doing this, to not only help black men, but to help our community, because by helping black men, you help the community, because a majority of men are community minded. And when they get resources, which includes money, they usually want to use that money and save that money to help their family, which helps the community, because the more stable families are, the better the community does. And if we're not talking to our daughters about finding husbands and starting families, then we're going to continue to be destabled by the discrimination and racism in this country. So the things that we can control, we should control, and we can control who we date and marry, the conversations we have with our children, and how we socialize them. But the point that a lot of our black females are not looking for husbands while they're in college is true.
Again, because their mating strategy is completely backwards from everybody else. This is not hating. This is basic observation, looking at stats, empirical evidence.
And pay attention. A lot of people do this, and I do it myself. He said this is not hating, because he recognizes if you say anything negative about black women, even if it's a true negative statistic about black women, you're considered misogynist, a hater, a dusty by black women, and a lot of them will come after black men who would suggest that there's anything negative about black women, but that's not the case. There's negative things about black men and black women, and we should be able to point them out because we want to make it better. At least I do. I'm not trying to bash anybody, because I know I've made my mistakes, and so have a lot of black men. But it sucks that we have to qualify ourselves. It's similar to being around whites and being afraid to talk about the real issues you're facing, either at a company or being a part of some organization. We have to, change up who we are. And now we have to do that with our own women, and that needs to change.